Welcome to Paul Talk episode 5. This episode I'll be talking about flipping the deal. So don't flip out. It's going to be really good. I talk about different strategies to engage with people that hit you up to sell you stuff. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is you can do on YouTube. Follow this, and also comment with questions. I'd love to see if I can tackle some of the questions that some of you guys may have out there.
Are you listening?
If you guys want to just throw questions at me.
Damn.
Flipping the deal is when you take a bunch of sales calls and you listen to the salesperson's product, you listen to their pitch, you pretty much just sit there and listen to anything that they have to say with one intention and one intention only, and that is to then flip your product back on them and find out a way to get an introduction with someone that you have to talk to. What I like to do when flipping the deal, since I get a lot of outreach from different salespeople trying to sell me, some kind of tracking software, some kind of email software, cadence software, stuff like that, is number one, I take the call to quickly understand the market, and I also like to take those calls because I learn the sales strategies and tactics that are taught to these salespeople. And one thing that's important to me is when somebody's selling at me, I look for the different sales signals. And so if I do get a call with their hiring manager, who is their boss, let's just say their VP of sales, the director of sales, I know how to talk to them because I know how they operate because their salesperson sold me a certain way. And so I listen to the conversation, I engage with the person, and then quickly talk about them. And for us, with recruiting, obviously, it's basically me asking them about, growing their sales team. Are you guys hiring a lot of people? When did you start working there? Just really getting to know the person. So what you want to do is you want to set up a line of questioning that kind of identifies from that person where there's a need for your service without directly trying to sell it. And then once you've asked those questions, you have identified that they really have a need, then you gently ask for a recommendation of who you should talk to that can make a decision about that while you evaluate their product or service with you and your team. It works really, really well. It's not really a tit for tat, but it's kind of a promise of, hey, if this works out, maybe I'll do business with you, maybe you'll do business with us. But it puts the ball in their court to then have to do something for you before you give them an answer on your decision of whether you want to buy their product. And it's worked really, really well. I've gotten a bunch of deals this way. And traditionally what will happen is they'll then send an email introduction saying, hey, I talked to this person, or CEO of Paul, and they want to talk to you about recruiting. I then schedule a call with the higher up, tell them about everything that's going on with HireKeep. And what's really cool is, I get a chance to talk about their salesperson to them because now I'm already in. So, I really like that your sales guy did this. So I kind of fluff them up a little bit and also talk about, understanding the type of salespeople they hire. So it gives me a level of expertise in their eyes, which ultimately helps me close the deal even more. Flipping the deal is a great way to generate leads. So when you get that person that emails you and says, hey, do you have a few minutes to talk? I would take it almost every time just because it's great practice for you to pitch your product. And if you do flip the deal, it's basically a free close.